Hello, ladies and gentlemen, all my YouTubers, Twitters, Facebookers, vampire freaks, whatever out there. I forget this has anything to do with computer and networking, social, computer-related, social networking websites. I forgot. This is truly coming at you, Donovan Kelly, aka Occultic Babe, and I believe this is 6:24 a.m. Saturday morning, January 2012, and I think this is January 12th. I'm not sure. I'm an idiot. Whatever. This vlog is going to be pretty much talking about the enemy and how a lot of people just, push the situation more south of the border, if you know what I mean. Me, I know a lot of people out there thinking, well, you're 30 years old. Why don't you just let it go? Well, the thing about letting it go and saying sorry and all that different stuff, the thing to me is sorry is a 5-letter word. And it has more meaning than it should have. When you say sorry to someone, it should fucking be meaning to it. It should be soul. It should be spirit. It should be attribute. You should fucking mean it. My thing is, if it took you fucking 8 years to say sorry, it's stupid. And yes, I do hold grudges, and here's why. If you didn't do whatever you done to that person to begin with, the word sorry should never fucking exist. You know what I mean? So, my thing about saying sorry and all that, I don't get into it. You want to be a pussy all your life, that's fine. But I want to speak up for myself no matter what. Maybe it has something to do with me being a practicing witch. Maybe it has something to do with all the above. But my thing is, sorry could only go so far. I hold grudges, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the reason why I hold grudges. And here's why I hold grudges. My thing is that when someone does something to you so drastic, a lot of people can let things go and they'll say, hey, let it go, it's cool, but they're saying let it go, but it didn't happen to them. You know what I mean? And maybe, maybe I'm wrong about this situation. Maybe it did happen to them, and they're just like, oh, well, whatever. Like, the whole thing with that situation, the matter of it is, see, my thing is, I always resort to fighting as plan B. For me, plan B, fighting is always the second thing. Everybody that's watching this and listening to this video, you know how I get you. I get you through my craft. And I am a practicing witch. I get you through witchcraft. I don't have to, pull a knife on you or get my boys, as they would say. I'm not into none of that ghetto bullshit. I don't have to do any of that. I just sit there and watch you crumble your soul away day by day, inch by inch. I just sit there and watch you crumble. But see, before I was practicing witchcraft, I'm probably getting a little off subject here. I used to be a Christian, a well-devoted Christian. I was dunked in the water and all that good stuff. And that's probably a reason why I'm so spiritual now, from crossing over to being a Christian. Now I'm crossed over to being a practicing witch. It's probably why sometimes my spells work dead on, sometimes they don't. Same thing with any other religion. Sometimes you can pray for somebody to quit using drugs and it works. Sometimes you can pray for somebody to stop using drugs and it don't work dead on. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying, the moral of the story is, you gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta believe in yourself, whether you're a Wicca or whether you're hoodoo or voodoo or wherever you are. Because you have to have that aura, and if that aura is not connecting itself to you, then it's not going to work. I don't care what the fuck it is. Look at Christians. They pray for people all day to stop using drugs. It don't work the first time. Sometimes it takes 6, 7 prayers for it to work. So my thing about this whole holding your grudge thing, a lot of people watching videos say, hey, you put a spell on your own brother, your own blood? Yes, because he fucking deserved it. You know, I don't care who you are. The enemies of the past tense have brought the enemies along with what's going on now. You know? I heard so many people say a lot of bullshit like, well, you should let it go, Donovan. No, I shouldn't let it go. Until the enemy has suffered enough, till I feel that they're suffering enough, we want to keep hexing them and cursing them and hexing them and cursing them and hexing them and cursing them over and over again. Because I have to feel that they suffered enough. You know what I mean? So, if I haven't felt that they suffered enough, I'm not going to stop. You guys can call me every fucking name in a book under the goddamn sun. If I haven't felt that they deserved and got what I wanted them to get, till I'm fully aware of it, then that's just the way it works. That's the way inner religion works. If you don't feel compelled, if you don't feel accomplished, so you do it over again. I don't care if it's Wicca or pagan or hoodoo or voodoo or whatever it is. That's part of any religion. I already had the spiritual eye before I got into becoming a practicing witch. There's probably lots of reasons why my magic works the way it does. You know, like, I made so many friends, more than I did when I was into being a Christian and I crossed over to the dark stuff now. I made so many friends now. Like, when I was a Christian, I didn't make enough friends where I wanted to make enough friends. I'm understanding the religion a lot more, and I'm not preaching or shoving shit down your throat. Man, you better be a witch or become a practicing witch in order to see the light. No, I'm not saying none of that. What I'm simply saying, there's more of the stories about the enemy. About any enemy in general. If you guys got any enemies out there, you're practicing magic, don't let your guard down. Don't for one fucking second sit there and say, oh, my spell isn't working. Give it time. It'll work. It'll kick in. Just yesterday, my asshole ex-brother, I know a lot of you saying, well, ex-brother, that doesn't make sense. You can have an ex-husband, you can have an ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, whatever, etc., etc. I call him my ex-brother because that's what I call him. He came home yesterday, or last night, or the fuck you want to call it, and my friend was talking some grimy shit. We were both leaving. I goes, you're not going to open the door for him? I'm like, I don't think so. But then I played it off, like, just because you play it off to be nice to someone don't necessarily mean you're being nice, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you can play to be nice all you want, but in the back of your mind, you're like, I want to fuck his world up. I want to make sure that every day for him is a living hell. And that's just fine. Because if that person done something you so drastic, they deserve to have what happened. And some people, they want to like lick their enemy's ass. That's nothing. You want to be a pussy all your fucking life, that's you. I don't want to stand up for myself and get a fuck who you are. If you hurt me, I'm going to fuck your world up to the fullest. I don't have to go and fight you physically with, with fists or any of that, or knives or whatever it is. I'll get you where it hurts the most. I'll fuck you up through magic, the best way I can. A lot of skeptics out there and all this, that's fine. But the moral of the story is, you stand up for yourself, get your enemy as much as you can through magic. Don't have any guilt. So a lot of people say, well, magic don't work, just like Christianity don't work. That's where you're fucking wrong. It all works. You can't have any guilt. I don't care if it's a brother or a sister or a friend or an ex-boyfriend, whatever it is. Us as witches, us as Wiccans, us as pagans, us as practicing witches like individuals of myself, you gotta believe for it to work. And the minute you start believing, it'll work. I don't care who the person is. They could be your fucking cousin. If they deserve it, they'll get it. If you not only if they deserve it, they'll get it, but if you believe in your back, in your mind, you know what you've been practicing and studying, it'll get them. So the moral of my story is, don't lick ass. People say all the time, oh wow, this is a new year, this is 2013. So pull your fucking head out your ass and like act like it's 2013. You know what I mean? 2013. 2013, what the fuck you want to call it? I'm 30 years old. I don't have time for this bullshit. It's either stand up for yourself or don't stand up for yourself at all. That's the moral of the story, that's the moral of this vlog. This is Donovan Kelly signing off, aka Occultic Babe. You haven't subscribed me yet, subscribe me. Add me on your channel. Inbox me, outbox me in your comments. You guys have a good night to all my witches and pagans. Blessed be and so mote it be, and all my people that are part of the cultic world. You know where I'm coming from. Later. Oh well, wait, I forgot. All my people who are like into the metal music, and people like myself who are into the whole punk alternative thing too. You guys rock on, keep it metal. And that is all I gotta say. This is Donovan Kelly coming at you. Sign off. Yours truly, aka Occultic Babe. Keep it rocking. Keep it metal. Blessed be and so more to be. Bye bye. Later.